What's happening with the government shutdown? What happened with the Department of Homeland Security funding bill? Let's talk about it. Late last week, senators reached a deal after Senator Democrats said that they would not support the Department of Homeland Security funding bill after the shooting and killing of Alex Pretty by federal agents in Minnesota. The Department of Homeland Security was part of a sixth funding bill package that the Senate needed to pass by January 30th to avoid any type of government shutdown. The deal that was reached basically stripped away the Department of Homeland Security from the other five funding bills. Now, this becomes into a new five funding bill package that includes a 2-week continuing resolution for the Department of Homeland Security. This means the Department of Homeland Security can keep operating on a temporary basis for 2 weeks with no additional oversight or accountability. And so the Senate voted to pass this funding package and it now heads to the House. But because the House of Representatives was out all of last week, we entered a partial government shutdown. This government shutdown will be different than the last government shutdown that lasted 43 days because Congress has already passed 6 of the 12 remaining funding bills, and these have been signed into law. The only ones that are left are the ones that are part of the package that the Senate was supposed to pass this week, and they did. But again, because the House is out, they're unable to vote for this 5 funding bill package. We are still going to see impacts on these departments. It's important to note a couple of things. First of all, even though the Department of Homeland Security is currently not funded, ICE and CBP are still operating because they have funding under the One Big Beautiful Bill. The House of Representatives is returning tomorrow, where their priority will be to vote on this package to end the government shutdown. Dynamics are tricky in itself. House Democratic leadership is saying that they will not help pass this funding package. We're gonna see if Republicans have the votes to pass this. Even though they hold the majority, it's a very slim majority, and some Republicans are frustrated over DHS being stripped from the package. While many are saying that the shutdown is probably going to be a short shutdown, it really depends on how quick the House can act and pass this package. That will determine how long this government shutdown will last for. Second part to this is that both parties are still going to need to negotiate a new Department of Homeland Security funding bill, and those dynamics are also tricky in itself. Senate Democrats put out a list of demands of what they want to see in the new funding bill, but not everybody agrees with this list, including Republicans who want their own concessions. Here at the Bottom of the Time,